All right, good morning, tribe. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen. I'm broadcasting from my front porch. I cannot believe the weather right now. It's just a hair above chilly. Great storms moved in late last night, early this morning, late last night. Lots of rain. And the temperatures are actually beautiful. Hey, good morning, Melanie. Hey, Surinder. So, yeah. Hey, Jennifer. How you doing? Happy Monday, people. Big meetings today, Surinder. Hey, Terry. Good morning. Hey, Melissa. Yeah, so this is absolutely beautiful. Like yesterday, I took the family up to Uncommon Bees, and like I said, they're kind of a off-grid sort of situation. They did have a small utility building type thing that they had one of these weird portable AC unit things in there, and so the wife and younger daughter spent most of the time in that, and the rest of us were out in the 100+ degree weather, exploring the lands and playing with the chickens and stuff. Hey, good morning, Jill. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Donna. But I swear it's like a 30-degree temperature difference today. If this had been yesterday, I think they probably wouldn't have had the time they did there yesterday. Hey, Deanna, back from Minnesota. Where in Minnesota were you? And you escaped with your life. Minnesota is crazy right now. And it's weird. Minnesota has this huge lockdown going because of the COVID-19, and yet their death numbers and all that are twice Wisconsin and South Dakota and everything. Hey, Donna. Anyway, yeah, so it is absolutely beautiful out, and my boss, he has to do some like his yearly physical thing this morning, so heading over to his place at 11 a.m. So I'm hoping to get some work done in the backyard quick before going too. But otherwise, I am just sitting out on the front porch, drinking coffee and hanging out with the tribe. But yeah, lightning and thunder and the sound of rain. It's like I actually had to get up and convince myself, look out the window to really see that it was raining. Because, I mean, we've been going a long time without rain and things were looking really bad. I think this might have came just at the very last moment to save my yard. We'll see. I'm hoping. Mainly they're the trees I planted last winter, the Meyer lemon and the guava. Those are the ones that I really want to survive. Hey, Johnny. Yeah, I started early. I was here. I was drinking coffee. It was so nice out. I was lonely. So the kids have left for school. Mrs. Weather is up in bed. So I figure it's probably best to sign on to keep me out of trouble. And drinking coffee. Hey, Jenny. Good morning. Hey, Kimberlyn, it's raining there now. Oh, Midland, cool. Yeah. Oh, Dion, you're far north. Okay, so, whoops. So Dion was in my old stomping grounds. It's far north Minnesota, far from the craziness. Cool. Were there any raspberries yet, or are they pretty much done? So when I was up there in July, they were just on the starting to get ripe. Yep. Oh, Melissa, you woke up from the thunder? Cool. Yeah. Oh man, it's happy. I need to check my rain barrels. It sounded like the rain was coming down pretty heavy last night, so I'm hoping that the rain barrels will filled up too because they were empty. But now it's just I can't believe the temperature difference. Like I'm like right on the edge of chilly. You can see I'm like twitching my shoulders because like if it was even like 2 degrees cooler, I would start getting goosebumps and think about like putting a shirt on, like a flannel shirt or something. Oh, cool. Good morning. I'm gonna try and see your name. Maja? Logan? Maja? Good morning from Athens, Texas. It's beautiful up there out in East Texas. I was no, I wasn't really near there. I was over in Jasper, Texas yesterday. Well, cool, Dion. Okay. You did find a lot of raspberries. Cool. Yep, I love raspberries. That's one of the things. They have a different flavor to them than the blackberries. The blackberries are good, but I got to say I will say a blackberry cobbler is better than anything you can do with raspberries, in my opinion. Raspberries, like fresh off the vine, raspberries are really good. Oh, hey, you're in Shiro? I like that little town. Whoa. Motorcycle. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Isaac. Good morning, Missy. How you doing? Jill? Okay, well, I don't know which way the storms are heading. They seem to look like they were heading due south. So maybe San Antonio will get some. I don't know. Talked to my dad yesterday, 2 days ago, and they had some huge storms up there in Minnesota on Friday with like tornadoes and hail and the whole works, and they got 3 inches of rain. They're concerned that the same thing is going to happen that happened last year, where right when the corn and stuff was ripe and ready to be harvested, they had torrential rains which flooded the fields and kept the farmers from harvesting the corn. That would be bad. Hey, good morning, Carrie. Good morning, Holly. Is there people here? Oh, there's lots of people. Raspberry jelly and wine. Now that would be good. I gotta say, raspberry jelly is good, but in the end, and I love. I used to just gorge myself up in Minnesota on the raspberries, but the blackberry cobbler, like I said, it's there's something about the blackberry cobbler that just blows away anything I ever had with the raspberries. Hey, good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Terry. Wow. Okay, so 79 degrees down in Victoria. What is the temperature here? Let me check. Yeah, 73 here with a high of 90. Let's see, 90. Yeah, so a high of about 97 today. That's pretty decent. Hey, good morning, Aaron. Oh, Dion, yeah. Iowa had 100-mile winds and many acres of corn flat. And I heard something about that. Some of my friends were talking about that on Facebook, that Iowa had been like destroyed by an inland hurricane. But I didn't have time to follow up. I thought they were like speaking metaphorically or something. But okay, 100-mile-per-hour winds and many acres of corn. Ugh. Okay, Melanie, is 75 degrees at your place down in Houston? Hey, good morning, Mike. But yeah, like I said, this is 30-degree temperature drop from being outside yesterday. That's the thing that always amazes me about Texas, is just the huge temperature swings that are possible in short amounts of time. Cool, you're up in the West Hill Country area, going to go prickly pear picking. Yeah, when I was out that way, way back in the pre-COVID days, I got some pads that are planted and doing well in my backyard. So I'm hoping I will have 3 different prickly pear clusters that I can start harvesting the pads and fruit off probably next year, maybe 2 years. We'll see. But right now they're doing well. Yep. Oh, so Cleo, you know the bridge on 190. Let's see. I guess we were east of Woodville, but just before the Martin Dies Jr. State Park, the BA Seinbarg Lake, whatever, a Walmart truck had taken out a small car and looked like it, like a rhino flipping it Both were totally smashed up, and so we were just stuck parked on 190 for about 40 minutes while they cleaned that up. But love that area. Love the Woodville area. I'm looking at actually doing some land stuff up there someday when I have like money. Let's see. Hey, good morning, Gayla. Ooh, Kimberlyn. Okay. Salmon and blackberries. That would be an awesome combination. Hey, Laura. Oh, Lone Oak. Wow. Okay. You have the best weather right now. Laura, yeah. 67 degrees this morning. That would be awesome. Let's see. And here's the weather for the Houston area. Partly cloudy, a significant chance of thunderstorms. High 96, winds north-northwest at 5. Rain chance 30%. Okay. Whenever I see rain chance of 30% or more, I flash back to Allison because when Allison hit and flooded Houston back in 2001, 2002, 2000, whenever that was, they were saying it was like a 30% chance of thunderstorms, and the storms came and just parked and did not move and dumped and dumped and dumped. So whenever I see 30% chance of rain, I think Allison. All right. Hey, Julie. Hey, Dad. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Where'd Dad go? All right. Dad says you're all welcome to come up to Minnesota. He'll make you pancakes. That'll be good. Hey, Joe. How you doing this morning, Joe? Now, you're okay. I'm trying to think, Joe, if you're over in Buffalo or where in Minnesota you're living now. But yeah, our weather is still a lot hotter than yours. But for the first time in quite a few days, it's not going to be over 100 degrees. So it's been hot here lately. Good morning, Donna. How are you? Hey, I got a question. Hopefully she's out there. Raven Cole, are you out there? Shout out to Raven Cole. Your husband thinks you're awesome, and he asked me to do a shout out to you because he says you watch the show all the time, and I'm always willing to support husbands who love their wives. So yay, Raven Cole, and thank you for ordering the Medicine Man product. I think you'll like it. So shout out. Wave a hand or something, Raven, if you're there. But yeah, it's to the point now where people are saying, "Hey, can you shout out to this person or that person?" It's like, cool, wow. Okay, Sock Center. Yeah, let's see. I used to go past Sock Center when I would drive out to South Dakota for school. Good times. There's a lot to do in where did I see that? Sorry, man. Let's see. All right, let me back up some. I gotta, because people are talking really fast, and I'm trying to keep up. Yep, people are saying hi, Dad. Is Mom up too? Yep, Melanie. Oh, Melanie, is that the same one that you were talking about that was by the Sam Houston off the 4-Notch Road location? And then for Mike, good time to start harvesting walnuts is when they start dropping. Luckily with the black walnuts, you have a fairly large window, but once the first one drops, start collecting them then. Or if you start seeing the squirrels starting to tear them open. Yep, I've seen it, and Melanie mentioned she had seen videos of like rhinoceroses flipping a car. Yeah, those things are strong. And that's why I use the Walmart truck and little car thing, because the car looked like it rolled some. But it was right in the center of an intersection, and so it looks like someone ran a red light, most likely. Good morning, Bernice. How are you today? No, my dad's brilliant. He's always building his own stuff. Plus, one of our nephews lives with them, so there's helping that way. So once he's shown something, he's pretty good with it, right, Dad? Did you have a good birthday, Dad? Did you do? I guess Paul came over and fed you and all that. Yeah, happy birthday. Okay, so it was different than the. Wow, there's a lot of society creative anachronisms, but yeah, everything is canceled. The Texas apocalypse was canceled. That big party. I was really looking forward to that. Oh, completely off topic. So I am looking for a shipping container. Um, Ideally, a 20-foot shipping container, the high top ones, so the 9-foot tall opening ones, because I'm tall. Ideally, a first trip or in really, really, really good shape. I'm looking to move one of those out on the Uncommon Bees land out in Jasper. So if anyone has one that they're not using, let me know. Maybe we can work out a deal. Let's see, what's this? Gala, the cane that the railroad planted in creeks. I'm calling it. Yep. So the river cane, the natural bamboo of Texas, is quite tasty when it's young and tender. Loud neighbors. Let me close this because I need space. So you'll have the shoot, and then you'll have the next growth growing up from it. The straight up, and when you pull it apart, this section, the section that was down in the lower section, is quite tender and tasty and edible. Okay, and the terrible part, so there's this show, and it's kind of a silly show, but it's these scientists that build robot animals and give them the strength and agility and weapons of like a lion or a shark or something like this, and then they fight. And so it's trying to figure out, like, in the animal world, if an alligator went up against a lion, which one would win? And I really don't know how accurate their robotic representations of the animals are, but it's kind of amusing for a half hour. Yeah, be a prop comic. There we go. I need just an assortment of junk around me that I can quickly grab and use to do things. What is this? Yeah. Okay. The squirrels. Yeah. They kind of give warning. Let's go that way. But keep an eye on it. And if you find some on the ground, crack a few open and see what they're like. Hey, don't forget, you probably want to wear gloves or Workman's Friend Barrier Skin Cream to keep the husk from staining your skin black from the natural iodine that's in the husks. Because otherwise you're going to have weird henna-like splotches on your skin for quite a few days. That is the hard part with black walnuts. One of the traditional ways is you put them down on your driveway and then put a big sheet of plywood on top and drive back and forth over the plywood and crush the acorns that way, and then you go through and pick them up and pull them up. They also make this, it's almost like not a hydraulic, but a cracker, where it has this big lever you put in the walnut, you pull down the lever, and it pushes a piston that cracks open the walnut. They also use them for pecans too. Hey, Dad, did you get one of those nutcrackers? I'm trying to remember if you did or not, or did you make your own out of something? Otherwise, just a chunk of steel and a hammer also works. But yeah, black walnuts, they're not an effort-free nut, but man, they're good. Mm. Oh my God, I'm just in shock at the weather right now because it's, like I said, it's 25, 30 degrees cooler than it has been for a long time. I don't recall last time it was like 73 degrees. And what's weird with all the rain we've had, right now the humidity feels really low. So, oh yeah, the smell of black walnuts, it's awesome, isn't it, Laura? You get that kind of tangy, slightly chemical but spicy smell. Kiri, unfortunately, no. The workman's friend will not protect against cactus stickers. That requires a lot more. Yeah, April, your dad had one of those walnut crackers. I can believe it was made from cast iron and some good wood. It takes a lot of force. I was thinking like a person could make one out of one of the hydraulic jacks, Harbor Freight hydraulic jack, but that would be maybe overkill. Scratchy eyes. Hey, good morning, Bonnie. I agree 100%, Bernice. This cold front was awesome, and the rain and everything else. Okay, this sounds something like maybe my dad would do. So Cleo's dad, my dad jacked up a car a little bit, revved the engine, and tossed the walnuts under the wheel. You did not want to wander in range. That is, I can see those shooting out, like a tennis ball launcher or something. All right, this is a good question, Mike. When is the time to harvest the shagbark hickory? And honestly, I don't have a good feel for that. Because around here, there aren't many shagbark hickories for me to explore this with. It seems like some of the hickories are starting to drop their nuts very soon. So I would start looking in September, and if you have a shagbark hickory tree, I'd love lots of pictures of it, but especially the bark. But that's one, unfortunately, I don't have enough experience with to say what time to harvest it other than the fall when the nuts seem to be ripe. To each their own, Melanie. All right, Donna, you got to run. Have a good day. Enjoy your Monday somehow. If not the day, enjoy the weather. Yeah, we ate quite well yesterday out at Uncommon Bees, and probably too much. So I'm doing my fasting today, and so coffee and the brain pill and the liver pill is basically going to be my food. Let's see. All right, Holly, that sounds like a good plan. Definitely go out and get some peace and quiet and bird song. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Kay says, I think we will have an early fall. We've had several days of unusually cold weather periodically. Yeah, and if you look at like the sunspot stuff and all that too, it's still pretty blank. So a lot of things that are indicating cool weather, the caterpillars and all the natural signs. I'm thinking the winter fall will start soon, but it won't be a brutal cold one. It'll just be kind of a mellow one. That's a good question, Melanie. So Melanie asked, I wonder if there's some kind of genetic thing with black walnuts like there is with cilantro, where maybe Melanie, who does not like the black walnuts, is picking up some taste of chemicals that other people don't. That's a very good question. I might have to Google that to start with. I get that chemical taste, but I kind of like that chemical taste. It has like the person mentioned, a spiciness to it that's kind of good. So, like in walnut ice cream, vanilla ice cream with black walnuts, it's like my favorite way. Yep. Ooh, and chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, I don't like regular walnuts in like baked goods, like brownies or cookies or anything. But definitely, I like the black walnuts because of the spiciness of them. But the regular walnuts to me just taste like woodsy chalk. There's kind of a somewhat astringent and no real flavor, whereas the black walnuts have that black walnut unique, rich. I won't say exotic, but just elegant flavor. Ooh, yeah, Gala. I guess we will be time soon to see if we get the knife, the shovel, or the spoon. Um, or sorry, the fork, the spoon, or the knife. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a fork, but really nice weather. Um, we'll find out. Someone remember that I said that I think this winter will be fairly mellow weather-wise. I think the world is going to be absolutely crazy, but the weather will be agreeable. We'll see. Whoop, whoop. 7:50. Time for the group take. All right, Medicine Man Plant Company. Yay! Focus, focus. So you got the liver pill. Let's take the liver pill. Like I said, I've take 2 now and then 2 in the afternoon. Supporting that liver, very important. The liver is like the thing that keeps you free of poisons. Oops. And now the brain pill, because this is the one that's really important to me. So it's a dose of 3 capsules a day at the brain pill. I'm taking 2 in the morning. Capsules. And then I'll take 1 this afternoon, just because, like I said, I'm usually up till midnight every night working on stuff. With the brain pill, most people just take all 3 right in the morning. If you get to like relax, starting like 6 or 7 and just chill, watch TV or stuff like that, probably don't need the brain pill that time of the day. But the 3 during the day are good. All right. Okay, Melanie, astringent. Yeah, good way to describe how black walnuts taste to me. Like I just drank some acne medicine or something. You really got to stop drinking that acne medicine, Melanie. It's external. But yeah, so to me, they both have black walnuts and regular walnuts. Both have kind of an astringency. But whereas the regular walnuts have nothing else, in my opinion, the black walnuts have that spicy, exotic, elegant sort of flavor to it. Okay, so Terry, are there benefits from taking the brain pill and the liver pill? A cumulative effect that improve the brain and liver over time, or is it better benefit just temporary while taking? Okay, so the liver pill definitely has a cumulative effect that helps. I want to be careful. I'm trying to think of how I can say this without getting the FDA on my ass. Yeah, so the liver pill helps strengthen the liver. It returns the liver to the way the liver was supposed to be. The brain pill is more of a shot sort of thing. Long-term effect, like, let's put it this way. If you've been taking the liver pill for a while and stop taking it, your liver will still be cruising along at this upper level because it's been restored to the way it was supposed to be. Whereas with the brain pill, if you stop taking it, you're going to drop back down into the normal brain thing. You'll have it won't be a thunk, it'll be a sort of thing. Whereas where the liver, it'll be going, yeah, life is good, life is good, life is good. Oh my God, lots of alcohol. Life is good, life is good. So, yeah. So liver, long-term benefits, that's best to take it every day to maintain them. But if you stop or miss a day, it's not like your liver is going to start falling apart. The brain pill, It's more while the compounds are in your blood doing their thing, you're going to be here. And then when the liver and stuff gets rid of them, you're going to drop back to wherever your baseline was. Okay, liver pill okay for rheumatoid arthritis sufferers who are on DM. So, Stacy, that would be a question for. Let's get from it. Okay, yeah, that would be a question for your dad to ask the doctor, because I don't know. In addition to like the rheumatoid arthritis drugs, what other drugs and so forth is on. So in situations like that where someone is on a number of medications, sometimes the liver pill can, because it's activating the liver, it can cause the liver then to get rid of the pharmaceutical compounds that you've taken on doctor's orders a little more quickly, and so it's like you're getting a lower dose. So I'm trying to think on web, and let's look something up here. The burdock root, the milk thistle, the flaxseed, all those are very benign for the most part. But again, to be safe, it would really be a question for your father with the doctor. I can do some research. Stacy, send me a direct message to remind me, and I'll look some stuff up. But in the end, it's always dangerous for me to say, yes, it'll be fine with that drug, and then realize the person was on 8 other compounds too. So without the full medical history and everything, it gets a little tricky. Let's see. Okay. Would the liver pill have an effect on blood pressure? What about interaction with colloidal silver? Okay, it will not have any interaction with the colloidal silver. They are working on totally different mechanisms in totally different areas of the body, so it shouldn't be a problem there. Blood pressure, a slight lowering, but not much. The main thing, one of the side properties of the burdock root is it has a effect on helping the muscles shed the waste products that occur when the muscles are working strenuously. So the muscles don't fatigue as quickly, but it really doesn't do anything for the circulatory system. So again, if you are on blood pressure pills or something like that, it'd be best to talk to your doctor. But if you have exceptionally low blood pressure, let's say, or you're borderline high blood pressure, the doctor is thinking maybe if it doesn't get lower soon, they'll put you on some drugs to control it. But the main thing, it allows you to get a little more strength and endurance, which allows you to basically exercise or do activities that help increase. So it's like a spiral up, if you will. Does that make sense? So you can work a little harder, a little longer, and so that helps strengthen the body, and so you can work a little harder, a little farther, and up you go. Oops. Okay. So one of the proven effects of the burdock, and there's a lot of research that supports it, and to a lesser effect, the milk thistle. The research on the milk thistle is to rebuild the liver, but the burdock root, one of the things it does is it speeds up the processing of the liver, including the helping remove the fat that builds up around the liver. So the burdock root has a long, both traditional history and scientific proof behind it of helping break down the fats around a fatty liver. I cannot make a claim that the liver pill will do that, because if I do, the FDA will get on my case, because this specific product has not been tested in that specific way. So, the FDA, even the FDA says, you can't make claims that you will cure, prevent, or reverse diseases. The FDA does not support these claims. And again, I left the paper inside the house when I was so excited coming out here. So lots of research showing burdock root does that, but just because burdock root is in the liver pill, I still can't make the claim for the liver pill because it hasn't gone through all the rigorous medicinal testing. Oop. Okay. Let's see, where was that? I need to close that. Let's see if there's any. Let's see. However, the cumulative effect of mindful focusing. Yeah, so if you teach yourself to concentrate, but Cleo says, however, the cumulative effects of mindful focusing of attention can change your brain. So if you use the brain to increase your ability to focus, you will have some long-term changes. Yeah, so practice makes perfect. So as you learn, and as your body learns the rewards of focusing, it kind of helps with that. So it's almost Pavlovian in a way that you train yourself to think better. And so once you do not have I'm going to call it the crutch of the brain pill, it will handle for a while. But the effects of the brain pill are really good. One of the things there's two things that people have already been starting to report with the brain pill is improved reflexes and also just reduced mental fatigue. That people are saying once they're on the brain pill, they can, produce high quality work for a lot longer without their brain just getting, okay, I'm done. So that's good. Oh, okay, here's a good question. So Patricia says, why do you put rosemary in the liver pill? Okay, so let me talk about the liver pill. So it has the milk thistle and the burdock root. Those are the two active ingredients. To make them more biodigestible, they need some sort of phospholipid. Because if you just take milk thistle or burdock by itself, a lot of it just passes through and you poop it out. Oop, poop, got a drink. Okay, so by adding the flaxseed, that increases the bioavailability of the milk thistle and the burdock root. The issue there, though, then, is the flaxseed being an oil, and it has all the other benefits of taking flaxseed, so it's a pure ground flaxseed. We needed a preservative added to it to keep the flaxseed oil from oxidizing. Normally, in food processing type stuff, they would use some sort of synthetic preservative, like you might have heard of BHT or trisodium phosphate or things like that, to protect the oils from going rancid. I did a lot of research. I didn't want to have anything synthetic in here. I wanted the sort of thing that you got from nature. So I found a European company that actually has an extract from rosemary that they got certified as a preservative, a food grade preservative. And after looking at the research and the studies, I decided, yeah, that's what I want to protect the flaxseed that is increasing the bioavailability of the milk thistle and the burdock root. So rather than using some sort of synthetic preservative, I found the rosemary antioxidant additive. So again, trying to keep everything all natural. So that's the purpose of the rosemary. It's not for the liver. It has some memory type effects, but the main thing is the rosemary is in there to protect the flaxseed, which is increasing the bioavailability of the milk thistle and the burdock root. Okay, so really good question. I'm actually glad you asked that because a lot of people were kind of wondering that. Okay, tribe, thank you. Always a good time hanging with you. I will see you tomorrow morning, and we will see each other. We'll chill, we'll hang, we'll have a good time. We'll drink some coffee and do what we do. for now, have a great day. No, we're all here for each other. Vibrations to everyone. Yay! Okay, cool. Have a good one.